spoke with Nilesh Shah of Envision Capital in order to garner his outlook on the markets, where he's seeing opportunity as well as where he believes the overall liquidity is likely to head. And of course, we spoke about the Zomato IPO. Well, let's start off by talking about the present liquidity situation. And Nilesh Shah is strongly of the view that there is very strong liquidity that is evident in the markets, as we are seeing the fears as well as the overall pandemic now gradually receding. In fact, he is very confident that the markets are poised to pick up very strong pace in the second half of FY22, and this is likely to a great extent to be bolstered by the strong earnings as well. So he's expecting that we're likely to see a 20 to a 25% CAGR in earnings over the next 2 to 3 years. So that's going to be one of the key factors that is likely to bolster the markets forward. In fact, he believes that the price levels in the market currently reflect strong earnings growth. When it comes to individual sectors, midcap IT in particular, he believes that valuations have certainly run up quite significantly for IT services, and that the high revenue growth rate is definitely being witnessed when it comes to some of the select large cap IT companies. In terms of mid-cap IT as well, he's of the view that we are seeing PE interest in a lot of mid-cap IT companies, and that to a large extent attributes to making the entire mid-cap IT sector rather attractive for investors in the long run. He's also of the view that one can look at within the defensives basket, given the fact that we may not see very strong economic revival come in on ground, that when it comes to defensives, pharma is the best bet. In fact, he's of the view that pharma is poised for very strong growth in the short term, in the medium term, as well as in the long term. And he's of the view that large cap as well as small cap players within the pharma space look very attractive. In fact, he said that he has been consistently betting on pharma and will continue to do so going forward. Within the auto space, he believes that OEMs, that's an overhang within the auto sector as a whole, but he expects multiple growth drivers going forward for the auto space. Zomato, couldn't let him go without asking him about that, and he's of the view that it is a very attractive business model as it's digital first to consumer, and that new age internet companies have a very strong potential for large expansion. Going forward, he expects construction and infrastructure to fare well in a low interest rate environment, and he believes that pricing strength will come back to the real estate space. He's also of the view that cement capacities are operating at elevated levels, and that mid-cap cement companies look very attractive when it comes to the medium term, and that's as well a sector that one can watch out for going forward.